No means no. And when someone says so, you stop.
Everyone's talking about how India's Me Too movement has taken off. What was once discussed in whispers is now making headlines. It all started when actor Tanushree Datta renewed allegations of sexual harassment against co-star Nana Patekar. The former Miss Universe contestant blamed him for sexually harassing her on a movie set in 2008.
At one point of time, I remember he's grabbing me and pulling me. Idhar khadi rahe, udhar khadi rahe. And then after some time, when we are rehearsing again, he's telling the choreographers to stay away.
This has caused a domino effect, inspiring many women to speak out about their own experiences. Some are applauding them.
To speak up about this, it's not easy. It takes a lot of courage to come out there and say these things, knowing the tide that you're going to be against when you come out and speak.
While some others remain silent.
ना तो मेरा नाम तनुश्री है और ना ही नाना पाटेकर.
But many people are shaming and blaming the victims for opening up. These women are even being questioned on why they are speaking out now, months, years, or even decades after the incident.
I think everyone needs to understand that there is an emotional cost to being harassed sexually. There is shame, there is doubt, and women are constantly second-guessing themselves.
But does speaking out on sexual harassment come at a cost? Apart from the obvious backlash, many victims face the risk of having to change professions, quit their jobs, and even face legal consequences.
Where I had to walk away from the industry out of fear, trauma.
I was labeled a troublemaker. I was labeled somebody who would, who was not cooperative in inverted commas, as they say. And subsequently, I was out of a job.
So do we still need to ask why women don't speak out? There have been some consequences this time around though. The prominent Bollywood production house Phantom Films has been dissolved after one of its partners was accused of sexual harassment. Popular comedy group AIB is also on the brink of collapse after key members were accused of sending lewd messages and pictures to women. A leading network has also cancelled their show. But both AIB and Phantom Films have been accused of turning a blind eye and taking action only after all the media attention. Inspired by these events, more than a dozen female journalists have also come out to describe inappropriate behavior by male reporters and editors at some of India's biggest news organizations.
Solidarity with each other. That's the interesting thing to come out of it.
Hopefully that momentum stays, and the way to make that momentum stay is by media to do more stories, investigate more claims.
And the list is growing. Every day there's a new report of sexual allegations against prominent personalities. But is the problem just limited to the media and film industry? More than 38% of women in India say they have faced sexual harassment at their workplaces, with IT sector and banking topping the list. But what's worse is that more than 70% of the women say they did not report sexual harassment by superiors because they feared the repercussions. So how many Me Too movements will it take for women to feel safe at their workplaces, their homes, or for that matter, anywhere else?